If you love me, you wouldn't do that. No more talking, you gotta prove that. All of that ego and insecurity blockage, you gotta lose that. Leave the immaturity at the door with your shoes, Jack. Cause if the dirt get on my rug, it stays, I don't sweep it under. Time spent is my wealth and trust, I'm too cheap to wonder if you don't care about me enough to admit a blunder.
Your barrel personalities are real.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh, your personalities are real.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, we rolling.
Oh, we started.
Yeah, we rolling.
We're chatting behind the scenes talk.
Look, man,
we're doing marketing.
Cut that shit.
That's it. Put the content in people's faces.
Yes, sir.
Because like that's the best way people respond to content.
Oh no,
when
it
they
is.
see it.
Video
Clips.
is so crazy, man.
Yeah. Because I think even
Guerrilla marketing.
as big as like Joe Rogan is, the way I got into his podcast is clips.
Even
the JR clips, like most of the way into most of podcasts is clips. So you people gotta see things. People gotta like listening to you for like a minute before they invest an hour.
It's a one-way gateway, man. Everybody likes stuff in increments. They don't like it. They don't like content overload, like because like you need to become synonymous with a person first.
Exactly. Because who the fuck are you for me to give you an hour and a half of my day? Like who the fuck are we? There's someone's gonna say, I'm not gonna listen to 3 shots today. Let me listen to 3 at the back.
It's like if I start vlogging tomorrow, I have to find the most entertaining part of that. Because who's gonna care about me having eggs?
Exactly. See.
Nobody cares. Like, nobody gives a shit.
But yeah, anyways, and we're back straight at the back. You already know it's a podcast with the highest level of analysis that the culture needs. Look, I killed this the intro now. So seamless.
It's actually
this is your boy Jordan is here again. Deji and Dave. Consistency as usual. We've been doing this, you know.
Here, stop.
I'm getting comfortable.
Look, I'm getting married this week and I'm still here.
Yeah. Oh, no, of course.
We're gonna beat the week up. But if it wasn't happening today, lads, it wasn't happening.
It wasn't happening the rest of the week.
I genuinely thought it wasn't gonna happen. I was like, I wrote it off. When you hit the group chat and you were like, oh, when are we doing this? I was like, what? We're doing this?
You gotta keep going. The consistency, like we're saying, you know, same thing about content. Increments, consistency. That's the best way to do it. How you doing, boys? Start us up. Where you going?
Bro,
so I'm saying, you have the wedding. I have shell shock from my new job.
There you go.
And
you know what it is?
You seem in good spirits though.
Bro, I'm tired of talking, bro. I have nothing left to talk about. Bro, for the past how many weeks have you done this on the
this I think 6-7 weeks on the trot.
6-7 weeks I've been talking for about 3 hours a fucking week, bro. I'm tired. I don't have shit to talk about no more. Y'all niggas know everything I gotta talk about.
That's just all talked out, man. All talked out. Marathon podcast.
This is like when you clock into work and you just hear say just be happy. And you're getting told to do shit. You're like, happy I'm here.
Man, y'all niggas be carrying this shit. I'll come in, drop a little bit of bounce and leave.
Drop a little dash jam, you know.
Bro. It's like I feel like the last 6 weeks has been catching up to Dave's progression and to get into 9 to 5.
You know what?
You saw entire growth on the podcast. Yeah.
Dave's worst series on Instagram is probably the best series on Instagram.
So basically, for context on the close friends, I am just like running a whole vlog of how 9 to 5 life is going. And man, you didn't worry about this shit. But you did. We have content upon content upon content of these, man, warning me about this. But I'm still shocked. So you're telling me I have to get up at 8:30? Not even 8:30. 7:30.
Bro, you're not even doing the commute.
Bro. Some days, because obviously you know how I change teams. I'm like, oh, Jordan, can you come in at 7? I'm like,
no.
Niggas, what the fuck is coming at 7? I leave early. I firm it, but I'm like, this is like.
No, y'all don't pay me enough for this.
Let me tell you, nobody warned me about this.
It will get to a sweet spot, Dave. Like I said earlier, you'll get to a sweet spot where you're learning and you're adapting. You're like, oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And then 6 months in, you just find yourself doing the same thing. You'll be starting an Instagram page about football articles. Get all your friends to write football articles.
Push the podcast harder than ever.
Push the podcast harder than ever.
Let me get out of the one.
Because you will realize these jobs I can do I will do it forever. I might as well do something I fucking enjoy.
Oh no, facts.
What's good? We used to play hangman over emails because you know your first week your first week in the job, it's not as bad because you're working from home. Yeah. But if you're in the actual office, you probably still wouldn't have.
No, but you build bad habits even at home as well, man.
No, but even like you build bad habits at home, but you're at home. You can just flick on a Netflix, do whatever you want, kind of situation. Yeah. When you're in the office and you ain't got shit to do and you have to sit there and not be on your phone and pretend like you have shit to do. Yeah, that's what we started playing hangman.
You have like on another tab in the background. You're keeping it there because if you change tabs, someone sees you on YouTube. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, even in the first week.
On my contract, they're like, oh yeah, no internet. I'm like, how will they know though? I'm like, how will they know?
Even in the first week, you're not comfortable with putting earphones in and everything. Yeah, no. So you're just sitting there like one neek, like.
Oh no, I'm getting hella guilt though. Like I don't want to be a bozo 5 days in, so I'm kind of just like staring at my laptop looking for stuff to do, almost like practicing little mock emails and that. Like it's
just shit to do. That's the worst part.
Yeah, bro.
Being busy, not being busy and pretending to look busy. That shit's an art. Like people that just sit there and then they're actually not doing anything, and then you come up to them and you're like, oh, you look busy. They're like, no. Let's chat to me. Actually, a question for you guys. I think I saw a tweet. I think Richard retweeted it. I don't know why that was important in the story, but it was retweeted.
Give the people context.
Yeah. It was retweeted on the timeline. It says some women lose good men too, right?
Yeah, facts.
But I wanted to ask you guys: do you sit there right now and say a woman has lost you, and like she lost a good man? Can you objectively say a woman that has lost you has lost a good man?
I think women have passed up, but I don't like this good guy complex. I fucking hate it. I've watched enough How I Met Your Mother to know. I've watched enough of this little loser Ross and Friends to know. I don't want to ever look like the good guy. I don't ever want to look like the good guy.
Ross is a loser.
I will not ever self-proclaim to be the good guy because then I've lost.
Maybe not. Maybe okay. I actually agree with you. Because self-proclaim to be anything. So I don't know. Maybe sometimes. I get what you're saying though. Yeah. Because sometimes you have that good guy complex. You think that you deserve things. You're entitled to things because you're a good guy, and you don't want to give that perception of yourself that like I'm a good guy, so I should have. But that's what I mean. Like objectively, do you feel like maybe you were at a stage in life where someone passed up on you or rejected your left, and you're like, they missed out. Not even that's because you're a good guy. Maybe you just think you're a catch. You're like, I was a catch.
You missed out on this dick.
Because I was like,
missed out on the best pipe of your life. Listen,
that's what you missed out.
Then I was deep and I was like, I don't think anybody that was like missed out, like in inverted commas, like quote unquote, missed out on me. Actually missed out on a good guy.
Good.
I don't think that because the version of me that they walked away from. Yeah. And the thing is, when women like you and they really like you, you'll get chances.
Fuck yeah.
And I've been fortunate enough in my life that I've actually had pleasant, like for the most part, pleasant women and women that have really liked me. So for them, in hindsight, when I think about it, it's like when they left, they were well within the rights.
Yeah. Does it sound good as well?
Yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. We should be back in.
Right? Apologies for the technical
we go again.
difficulties.
Yeah.
Because obviously women are like, you don't want to self-proclaim nice guy yet, but women don't do that thing. He lost out on a good woman.
And the worst part about it is
that's the mental reassurance they need. Do you know what I mean? I don't need that.
I look at you, I'm like, are you a good woman?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, not all of you can be good women.
See,
do you get what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I don't want to speak for the minute, but I'm going to speak for them because fuck it, this is straight at the back.
Hold on, what? Where'd you come with that energy?
We can't, didn't it? I don't think Take us there, Uncle Jay. In their circles, generalizing, they do assume each other. They do say like if Dave and his missus, God forbid, break up, I'm like, yo, what you do? I might be like, yeah, bro, that's fucked up. Like, you know, you could have done blah, blah, blah. Or they're like, their friends will be like, he lost out, you're a good woman, let's do hot girl summer. Do you know that kind of thing?
The way women will spin it though, it's one-sided. There's never the other side to the story.
Bro, it's always your fault.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even if you and your girl break up, if you and any girl break up, what'd you do? That's the first question. What if I didn't do anything?
Exactly. Yeah. But most time it's niggas though. Niggas be niggering sometimes. But because obviously I saw that tweet. I'm like, we always hear that narrative of like, a man lost out on a good woman, or men even would say, I lost out on a good woman. You know, I've heard men say it, but I've never heard a woman say, I lost out on a good man.
No, I feel like some women have said that.
Maybe to you, but I've never, because I think me and Booch, when you guys are Booch, I was talking about it. It's like every time a relationship ends, it always seems to be like on the guy. So it's like 100% of the relationship that I've known ends. Most times, it's like you said, what did the guy do? You know what I kind of mean?
Let me tell you, I've never heard that from a woman ever.
Have you ever heard a woman take accountability for a relationship ending?
Hell no.
Have you ever heard a woman say the relationship was ending was me? I fucked up he left.
Fully enough, yeah.
It's fair enough. I've done
it. They get hyperbolic with it. Like very.
Sometimes you just gotta be delusional and just be fine with it.
I think it is a coping mechanism. That delusion, it's similar to like Conor McGregor sitting on the ground with his leg snapped and still shouting.
Sorry, what's called? Conor McGregor was fighting MGK,
bro,
at the MTV Awards. First of all, why is Conor McGregor at the MTV Awards?
I was saying this. Conor's a mad celeb, you know.
I get it. Like,
I didn't. But he's with Trey Songz. Like,
someone even said it yesterday. Like these award shows just invite. They just nominate people for shit just so they show up.
Yeah, it's like Yeah, no, I hear you. The art is like secondary now.
They probably had a sports personality.
Yeah, clout is the currency now more than talent. Because those little, I know people have their 15 minutes and talents is sustained, but MTVs and corporation, they suck those 15 minutes out of people.
Ray Drake not showing to these things.
Yeah, but you know what's called? You get to that level where you don't have to.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like
people at the VMAs, you know where Drake was with Reece James.
Oh yeah,
with the whole he was with Eddie One.
Yeah, but see the thing about Connor is apparently he said he threw that because Machine Gun Kelly wouldn't take a picture of him. Yeah, that just shows nobody in Connor's life tells him no. To have that kind of very reaction, so imagine I go to you take a pic and someone says no, and not nobody, but his ego is so inflated that if he wants something, he feels like he can get it because that's his life, innit? Yeah, you get comfortable living.
I just think MGK was the wrong brother to deliver the news because apparently this guy is. He won't take pictures with anybody.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah,
like,
that's his choice.
Yeah, why
I personally feel like there's a way of doing it.
But what I'm saying is like with Connor as well, he probably does understand. It's probably just because he thinks he's like we're of the same stature. Like if I want to take a picture, let's take a fucking picture.
Or both. If not both, I'm above you. So why do you think you can't take a picture of me?
Connor said I'm not beefing some white rapper. He doesn't even view him on any sort of
why are you asking for a picture with my man?
See, I think my man wants to get a picture with Megan Fox, which listen, I might fight for it too, bro. I might fight for the pic too.
That's MGK's baby, isn't it?
I might scrap for the pic too. Can you fight? Let's see.
I was having this conversation just yesterday. Megan Fox,
vintage.
Margot Robbie,
vintage.
Angelina Jolie, top tier white women. Top tier white women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't. Is there anyone else add to that list?
No, I think that's like. Yeah, no. The terms of top tier, what women? Megan Fox, what do you say?
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie and Margot Robbie.
That's Oh no, Scarlett Johansson for me as well.
Oh, Alina.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
Bro.
Top tier white woman.
You know them super milks there.
If I talk, you might have to edit.
If I speak, shout out to
Nah, I'll be hitting up Deji at 11 like my girl really doesn't have to hear that Scarlett Johansson.
4 seconds. Take that out.
I know I went into description, but I really didn't. So if you just cut that, bro.
What's called?
Old but gold. Regina Hall. Oh,
Regina Hall.
She used to do scary movies, when she was younger.
Yeah,
she was like, by the time she was doing. Oh, that's About Last Night with Kevin Hart when she was doing Think Like a Man 2. I couldn't believe she was 40. I was like, how is this woman 40?
Who's you know the mother from Black Panther?
Angela Bassett.
Stop. Good food.
What? Look how quick it moved. Look how quick it moved. He was on job. He was on job.
But everybody knows Angela Bassett is beautiful.
No, how are you 60 and looking fine like that? What?
Hold on.
Looking fine like that.
Nia Long.
That's a gift.
Stop.
That's a gift.
Hold on.
Do you know, I've seen them bare movies without knowing who she was, and I heard my only regret is too young for Nia Long. I was like, who's that? I went to look. I was like, she said, oh no, Jermaine could have hit. Imagine, like, he's not too young for me.
Yeah. What does age matter when you got the bag? If you're at the top of your field and you have the bag, a lot of things don't really matter.
Yeah.
One more, Ashanti.
She's getting finer.
But
I don't know what it is, but she's getting finer.
She ain't even sagging. She's just curving. Like she's curving more. Like it's actually mad.
There was what's called. Where did she show up to? I think it was one of Fat Joe's parties or whatever. And he went on Instagram and he was just be like, "What?" Ashanti was looking fine. She was wearing this dress, and he probably went into a full story.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Ashanti.
But now we appreciate
my wife.
Women.
The only thing is about to enter that.
Yeah, you've been on this Megan Good thing, you know.
Bro, I've been loving Megan Good since I was a teenager.
I remember the first time I saw was You Got Served, didn't it? That was like my first something. Or something dancing movie, Sha.
Yeah, something. Don't worry, I watch a movie.
I think Rihanna's entering that category.
Rihanna,
technically, she's like.
You see the picture she posted where it was just like as if someone's filming from a window of fire.
She's entering vintage.
Did you see what's called the Met Gala was last night? And everyone was waiting to see what she was gonna wear, and she just comes out in this like big movie.
Well, ASAP, he's dressed like a Skittle, bro.
What was that?
You wore a fucking duvet. The Met Gala.
What's going for your man Westbrook?
Westbrook with the dresses. Listen.
What about for your boy?
No. Listen. These guys are dressing feminine innovators.
What you mean?
Innovators.
What you mean?
They're just pioneers. They're ahead of the curve.
Nah.
People love women in particular love feminine wear. Trust me.
No, I like. The thing is,
do they though?
They do.
Because women complain about. See, we're speaking for them again. They complain about
because we're seeing the most masculine men wearing it.
Yeah, but sometimes what I see is they complain about how toxic men are. But then they want I want my guy to be a guy's guy. You know, that kind of way.
They want you to be mean and toxic as hell to everybody else, but like a sweetheart to them.
I saw that tweet actually.
They don't want to
I think you see the picture of Van Dijk pushing someone away. Video of Van Dijk pushing the fan ran onto the page and Van Dijk pushed him away. And a girl commented saying, "Imagine your man hugging people at a party." And then another guy quoted with that video says, "This is how women want us to treat everybody." So
they want us to MGK every girl, you know, like get away from me. Get away from me.
That's because but what I hear, like the feminine thing is like they want my guy to be a guy's guy. I want him to be like the alpha. Shout out Paul, alpha male. But then you're telling me maybe it's changed. You know, maybe they do like.
I think they want men to dress fluidly. I don't think it's in this day and age. Yeah, dress nice.
Yeah, but skirt though.
But no, I look. I'm not a fashionista. I don't get these fashionista fits. Like even a lot of the times with the guy fashionistas, I'd be looking at them like I could never wear that. There's only one person.
I even saw Jordan Haynes from Love Island, and this guy's high into his fashion, and he was like tweeting out or he's posting out what was his favorite outfits. It was literally the Lil Nas jumpsuit, Russ's dress, and Hamilton was practically wearing a dress with his designers. By the way, shout out to Lewis Hamilton for what was he doing? He's bringing black designers to the Met Gala to network and expose.
Fair. Do you guys know what the Met Gala is?
I think it's just a party.
Every year it happens, and I'm like, what is the Met Gala?
I think cocaine and Illuminati rituals take place.
Did you see Harlow post that picture? Lil Nas X texting him. Yeah. Is this the Illuminati ritual?
I'll be actually scared to pull up to the Met Gala, to be honest.
What was your boy Virgil wearing?
Bro, I saw.
The thing is, this guy's a fraud. No, I'm convinced that Virgil is a fraud because
he is.
Like, Virgil.
Virgil comments.
You see Kim and Kanye as well?
Yeah.
Someone said they just put a picture of Kim and says, "Tell me you're back with Kanye without telling me you're back."
Yeah, someone said it's the best I'm sticking with him rollout. It's incredible.
But no, like I just don't understand. Every year I see pictures. Every year I'm like, these outfits are weird as fuck.
Sierra look good though.
Yeah.
Sierra look good with the short
ring. See, they go with a theme every year.
Yeah.
That's another one. Sierra, she's
the consistency as well. She was dressed with the Super Bowl ring and the rose. Obviously, fucking Meg Thee Stallion
was looking fine. Meg Thee Stallion looked ass compared to everybody.
The heavies were out.
But listen,
the heavies.
Listen, she went from Wireless to Manchester to Met Gala, like so.
The heavies were out
together for her.
I don't even know what she was wearing because the heavies were out.
Do you think? I said hard times the heavies are out.
I don't even know. Like I'm trying to think, what was she wearing?
Nah, what's good? Like, because she's obviously not like she's gonna have stylists and all that kind of shit that will get ready for that and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like you could have come out here and something mad, and I don't feel like
she was just a money yesterday. So I commend her for.
So
she could have came out with anything, man.
Where was the Met Gala? New York?
I don't even know,
bro.
Yeah. Every year this shit happens,
bro.
Every year I'm confused with what it is. I just see pictures in my timeline. What was it?
American culture. And someone said if you were to dress like American culture, you'd think you'd incorporate a bit of black culture because they're responsible for like 90% of American culture.
That's true. Like right now, pop culture is black culture.
Yeah.
That's why all these festivals, they're filled full of like, they call them urban artists, full of black people. Like even you're looking at Parklife, is Burna Boy is bringing out Pogba. We are the cool culture. This is what it is. I was looking at that Pogba weekend. I'm like, this is the weekend of 11-year-old Jordan. Imagine finish playing football at Old Trafford. Hey, what are you doing after? Pull up a Burna Boy stage. I was just like, look, it wasn't my Porsche shot. These guys was just.
But look, man, everyone's enjoying the life, man. It's the way to be. But anyways, back to my point. About this Met Gala. You know, it comes up every year. Everyone comes out dressed to the nine or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, this is where this is where you do a bit of a madness with your outfit. Yeah. And her stylist put her in a white dress.
That's the one that Rihanna basically dressed naked one time. She was like a see-through dress.
It was called in diamonds.
Yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't see-through dress. She was wearing diamonds, bro. She's wearing like Sarkovsky diamonds.
See? I remember those are the outfits I remember.
Of course that's the outfits you remember.
Kim, I remember Kim looking like a couch as well 1 year.
Oh, I'm screaming.
She was mad pregnant.
Or the year they all dressed Victorian. That was actually a cold year.
What's called the one Chadwick.
Yeah,
he was stripped down. Even your boy Jack, he came out looking a bit dripped down as well.
My boy Jack,
Daddy Jack was
they called Jack my boy now. He's originally your boy, but Mr. Harlow.
It's whatever. He just got harder.
Dave sold out the 3 Arena as well. Speaking of like, Satan Dave, I don't think he had like clout like that.
No, he has clout like that. Did you see this guy walk out wireless?
Yeah, I actually saw that. Yeah. Listen, man. I'm going anyways. It's in March, so we'll see if they let us back outside.
There's few artists you see that reaction for. I put it down to 2.
Who?
Drake and Dave. I think that's it. I did that reaction. That reaction was too similar to like when Drake came out for Section Boys, or even when Drake came out the other day. Even though people expected he was coming out, just the reaction you generate.
That Section Boys one, that was
because of the venue.
I would have been.
Like if you shit wireless. If Drake shows up, you're like, yeah. But Section Boys at that venue, you ain't expecting Drake to just pull up like that.
That actually in itself shifted UK culture, because I feel like that's just the virality that got. Like everybody is like I check Section Boys just because of that. I was like, who are Section Boys? I really did. Because I was like, who are Section Boys for Drake to be rolling deep with them and coming out like this?
But yeah, that was a crazy. And then Skepta as well. Oh, bro, imagine being there. Actually, imagine being there.
Yeah. Do you guys think you think that you guys could hack a 3-day festival again?
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
I
was watching my brother do it this weekend, He went to wireless for the 3 days.
Yeah.
Like someone did, but so I'm looking at the event, I'm like, are you guys not tired? Like,
I could
on coke.
Because I'm a music fan first, I think.
Wait.
I could on coke. I'll have to do coke.
He goes, I could on coke.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I'll just cook or something.
Hold on. On cocaine. I'll definitely
on the white.
I'll need a bag because the energy required. Because I was texting him throughout. I'm like, I guess going again. He said, yeah. Who's that Lenny today? Like the stallion. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, coke is rank.
How'd you know?
What is this? The Coke Chronicles?
Nah. You never done?
No.
I may have tried.
I've definitely tried.
This it's rank, man. That's rank.
My college days. See, that's the thing. It's not like
and it's expensive habit too. So
it's not like I had the same experience. I did it and I was like, rank. It's not that.
My boy was telling me that like for him it felt amazing, but it was a mad short high. So he was like,
well, you have to keep doing it.
Yeah,
you have to keep going back.
But he was like, the calm down was so bad because he was so high. He's just like, he was so happy. Like he was the happiest he's ever been. But when he came down, it's like you're just coming down from being so high that everything just feels shit.
Drug is the analogy of life that with like a lot of things. That quick chase of like thrill is no ultimate escapism. Like one day that you're. It's like you're gonna be up for 3 to 4 hours. You're gonna be feeling shit for like a day or maybe a day and a half. So it's kind of like that thing. Whereas, for example, going on a run or doing something you love or recording, it might be tough to go on that run, but the feeling of niceness lasts longer than the actual run.
Longer lasting,
Drug is like the reverse of that, because then you to get that again, you have to keep doing
Drug
it.
and orgasms, fleeting. Sorry,
drugs and what?
Drugs and orgasms.
They're fleeting what?
They're just fleeting escapisms, you know.
I actually
euphoric feeling for like 2 minutes max.
Which is I actually get what you're saying, because even
wait, who's orgasming for 2 minutes? Well, that's a woman thing, bro.
Because even with that, sometimes I enjoy the process. Because when it's getting to the end, I'm like, oh man,
yeah, bro.
But so I think that's the analogy I would use for drugs. Like even for coke, like you'll do it, you'll feel whoa. My friend says the thing when he did is like, if Beyonce was sitting in a room, I'd go chat to her. That's the level of confidence and high he has. But then the next day you're just like, why did I do
you get some aftertaste off of it's rank.
So we're talking about this off pod, and let's bring it on the pod, innit? So we're talking, say if you're going to a party, you're with your babes, and you know there's a guy there that she used to have a situationship with for 6 to 8 months. Let me contextualize it. Like 6 to 8 months. So they were
semi-serious.
They did some hotels, one quick trip down to London. You know, so
then one's there.
So you knew of this anyways. She told you when you guys started. She doesn't have
to be telling me about her trip to London though. She doesn't have to tell me that.
Fair enough. Well, this is for context. So then you knew of this. So you go to a party, innit? And everybody knows Ireland is small. The guy lives in Ireland. So you go to a party. She told you all about this. The guy's in the room. Which reaction is worse? The guy's in the room. And she's like, oh shit, Deji, I haven't seen you in ages. How you been, man? The guy I'm looking at it. And the girl's like, oh shit, Deji, I was gonna see you. And she hugs, like, she's like amicable. She's like, oh, anyways, bye, see you later. Then she walks back to you. But you're like mad friendly and cool about it, yeah? Or she sees him and her mood just goes sour. She's like, she's not pleasant anymore. She doesn't want to be there, and she's so bothered by his presence. Would you rather if she was super friendly to him after he's been giving her, he gave her orgasms for 8 months, taking trips, why laughing?
Hotels in London too.
That doesn't matter. I'm giving orgasms now.
Or if she's like bone in face, like her face is like, don't talk to me.
My question is, I would take the overly friendly, because of your bony face. Why are you bony face?
Yeah, because I'm asking you how much of a grip did this guy have on you that you're willing to ruin both of our nights just because you're in a bad mood over?
Gorilla grip. That's what.
Gorilla grip.
And especially if it was a thing that she says, they just didn't end on bad terms. He just didn't want to take me serious.
He took off your dickhead.
Let's say he didn't take it for a dickhead. He says he just I wanted a relationship. He didn't. We went our separate ways. I was like, that's the if say for example if she took you for a dickhead and you try to fuck your friend or whatever and his presence annoys you, I can understand. Yeah. Because no matter what girl, if a girl try to fuck my friend when I was seeing them, the presence was still probably like.
But I think no matter what, though, you're always gonna try to rationalize it. You're gonna be like, but it happens for a reason. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have met wonderful Jordan if he didn't do that. So like, no hard feelings at the end of the day.
You can rationalize it.
If she still has hard feelings, bro,
you can rationalize it, but you might rationalize it. But you think they're gonna rationalize it? Like,
I'd like to think you're gonna have to. Like,
wait, which one would you prefer?
I would prefer the amicable one because if once you see someone, like if I ran into a person from my past, I'm not gonna bone face. I might not sit and chat. I'll say hi and keep walking, and it's not gonna affect my mood. I can be nice. I don't have to be super friendly. I'll be like, hi, but whatever. But if I see someone that was from my past, and all of a sudden I'm bothered and I'm hurt, I'm not over it, fam. Like the fact that you're sitting there and it's ruining your whole night, you still need to heal because you're not over it.
Sis.
Like even if he did fuck you over,
it's been 2 years or something.
Like even if he did fuck you over, you could be like, he fucked me over, but all right, I gotta affirm it. You prefer the bone face or
no? Don't bone face. Why you bone face?
Say hi, especially as an adult, man. You cannot let someone that's not even in your life have that much control of your feelings.
Surely not.
That you're just pulling off. The whole night is ruined because their presence here, and we've been together for a year. Like,
and you're willing to drag down everybody's night in the process. Like, okay, I don't understand that.
Let's flip it. You're walking into the club, and there's a girl.
Stay firm.
There's a girl. Same situation. Girl, 6 months you did a thing in the past year with your girl now, and she comes up and she hugs you, and wraps legs around you.
No. Don't you tell me.
We actually need girl input. We need Nessa back on the podcast for that. At the very least.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's good? She comes up and she just starts yelling at you. Like she comes up and she starts beefing you, like proper beefing you. You prefer that,
Yeah, because I prefer because then my girl would be like, she could be like, what the fuck was that about? But then she come and women, you'd be like, how come she's so comfortable to still see you after all this time and wrap her head legs on? You think I want to have that conversation? I'd rather you yell at me than the conversation is like, what the fuck did you get? How did you fuck her over?
Your girl's just gonna turn around and go, oh jeez, like that's heavy, and it's totally avoided.
Would you rather girl come and wrap her legs around you?
It's happened.
With your girl there. You guys crazy.
Only dead, you know.
No. We're pausing here. What was that conversation like with your girl?
Look, the thing is, I always have to go, look, I can't control what other people do. Like,
I bet you she said, how come she's so comfortable still doing that with you?
Because niggas get comfortable around me.
I'm just friendly.
No. But the thing is, if you're listening to this pod, don't even hug me in front of my girl again. Do not do madness. Are you crazy?
No, but even when that happened though, it wasn't even the girl that I was doing a thing with.
Nah, but then it didn't. Okay, let me know. I'm about to project. So I'm not gonna project. I'm just gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna ask questions. Did that not lead to like your woman having perception that things might have happened with this girl because she was not comfortable?
The thing is, if you ask me and I tell you nothing happened,
but did your girl ask? Did you not? Well, she's so comfortable. Did you guys do
it's actually worse. She doesn't ask.
Imagine you're at a party.
It's actually worse. You better hope she asks because trust me, she knows. She knows.
Imagine you go to a party and your babe sees someone, her friend, whatever, the guy that shall not be named, and she jumps in random and like, what are you seeing?
Bro,
why are you acting like a little thotty? Like,
I'm not because I'm gonna process because I think it has happened to me. And then the next morning, like she was like, "Oh yeah, something happened." It was actually like my 21st, I think. Funny enough,
at your party,
one of my female work colleagues came up. Like, you know, we're like almost like platonic type thing, but like she's almost too comfortable, kind of like we're almost too comfortable platonic level. Like I remember like Emma was literally like the next day, she was like, oh yeah, like something kind of having that bothered me, but I don't even want to talk about it.
Bro, that's how a year later you guys be fighting.
I'm like, listen,
that's why
in my head,
I see.
Every ounce of me wanted to just go, listen, let's just confront the head on. You know what? I was too hungover.
You said nothing. I hear that.
I said my head is banging.
You don't have the energy. I've had situations where like I went to watch the Chelsea game, the last preseason that they could have, 2019 or whatever. They're playing Inchicore. I don't know what team, Patak maybe.
Yeah,
so they're playing Inchicore, and one of like Glen's friend, she came and she like greeted, but she didn't greet my girl, innit? So just the fact that you didn't greet my girl was like, why didn't she like say anything? I was like, I don't know. Bro, and I probably then should have like introduced them, but like this is not even my friend. This is someone I know through another friend. So she just greeted, I greeted, and I went to my seat, innit? So never mind. That was already like, so why she saying hi to you and not saying hi to your girl? You're a wild boy because girls are wrapping legs around you. This is crazy.
I didn't do
that. How did you? No, bro. How are you getting out of that conversation? Because I don't understand.
Look, okay, this is the thing, right?
I cannot control what other people do.
Yeah.
Why are you so comfortable?
Bro, what did I tell you? Some stupid shit has happened to me before.
But do you imagine now you reverse, yeah? Imagine now, like, your girl goes hug someone and the guy picks her up and twirls her. Are you still saying, oh, I cannot control what he does?
No, but the thing, like, okay, the thing is,
has
like,
the guy done that,
I'll ask you, like, what go on. But the thing is, I can't control if one guy just comes and picks you up. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's
like,
fair enough,
if I'm out, like, okay, right, let's say you're out, and a girl comes up to you and lipses you, like, just tries to lip you, just out of the blue. You weren't expecting it. You didn't even see her first. You can't get mad at me for that.
Yeah, that's a random girl. Did this girl know your girl? Did your girl know you have a girl?
I can't remember. See,
if she knew you had a girl and she knew who your girl was and she still did that,
right there.
That's disrespectful.
It's actually a violation.
That's disrespectful.
I can't remember exactly what happened.
Okay,
but she let that be happening.
But see, don't worry, because my mind just can't comprehend how you got that conversation. Because I was like, imagine my girl just jumped and wrapped her leg around someone. God damn it.
Nah, my girl.
I actually like might push her off and let her on the floor, man. Just so I preserve my relationship.
just stiff her. They'll say David is a woman beater. David, I say my relationship. That's all that matters.
It was either that or breaking up. So
yeah.
So it's you.
I got dealt a bad hand. Like,
you know that, pick your poison. Like,
the worst thing is someone will tweet, David pushes women.
Yeah.
Next day they'll be like, don't go release a new episode. So
at the end of the day, do you know who was right for me? My woman.
And it's exactly because you did the right thing, and that's all that matters. Right for you. Which leads to a question. I think I was having this conversation with my girl yesterday. It's like, say if you're like trying to move to a girl, which one would be more off-putting? If she slept with a nigga that you know of, but not like you're cool with, you're cordial, you'll see him often, or one of the ops. Like, say if you're talking to this girl and now you found out, for example, she slept with.
Oh, the ops for sure.
Say
the ops, because like I don't have a lot of ops. I don't even think I have any ops.
The ops will shell sloppy seconds. Like
if it's an op and I hate them, I can't. No, I can't.
I agree.
If the feelings mutual, bro.
Because if it's someone I know but I don't have to engage with all the time, hey. Your girl has had sex.
Yeah.
Someone's had sex with your girl. If that guy, you don't even know him like that, but imagine a guy I don't like. And now I'm chatting to you and say, oh, by the way, I just got out of a situation with Mark. Which Mark? Mark or something. It's a black guy. I don't know why. I engage with black people most of the time. So I was like, there has to be an up.
If it's an up or somebody that I don't rate, bro, yes, I can't.
Yeah, big time.
But why is that though? Why can't you not be with somebody like why did you go that direction of the up? Because you don't like them, so it doesn't matter.
I think there's leverage on both sides, because I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm fucking your piece now, but he can turn around to me and go, oh yeah, but you have my sloppy seconds though.
Yeah,
you can't ever come back from sloppy seconds.
Men will just use
how my dick taste. How my dick taste, bro. Every time you see it, how my dick taste.
Man, that's so immature.
You know we'll go there. You know with the ups, but you know we'll go there.
But you know what it is? It's just because I just don't like that. I don't like that man.
Yeah. But my girl said the same thing. She says like, if she was like still in the streets and she was talking to a guy and the guy slept with a specific girl that she doesn't like, it might put her off him. Like it might be like, oh, her.
But it's the same thing. Like for me, if it's not ops, it's someone I don't rate. Like if you get with someone I don't rate, I don't want you to be associated with me.
Yeah.
Because then you're associated with me and them is like,
and them.
Like
and
we don't get the same caliber of women. Come on.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just back to
men's ego is so funny, man.
No, but the thing is, girls do the exact same thing though.
Yeah.
Like, because
let's speak for them. Let's speak for them on this podcast.
It's not even speaking for them. It's things that they have said.
High level of analysis.
If there's a girl that your girl doesn't rate,
you know it lost.
We actually lost,
bro. I seen.
Jesus Christ,
my mood dropped.
That's why you've been quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why you've been talking.
My mood dropped, bro. How man tweeting me, live tweeting me right now. Anyway, back to the topic.
But yeah, like with girls, if you get with the girl that they don't like or they think is like a whore or something like that, or a girl that they don't rate, they will look at you differently. Like, wow, you really are with that kind of girl. Like, so yeah, it's normal.
Well, on paper though, you might have the same level of attraction. You might be both attracted to the same person. What's so funny? Ego comes into play.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you might be more alike than you're up than you think.
Yeah,
yeah, facts.
That's the funny thing.
Facts, but like, fuck it, that's the ups.
Like, in this limited market, but yeah, I don't think I really have ups like that. To be fair,
I don't have ups like that.
At 23 plus years old.
If you're my up, bro, fuck you.
Fair enough.
Your up is your mortgage in a few months. Like.
I've been getting
your nemesis is 4 walls, bro.
His nemesis is capitalism.
He's not on time for ups.
You know the thing is, that's actually so true. Like we're saying this for jokes, but it's true because I've found out lately that like. This is another thing we'll talk about. There's people like that were my friends, and we're not really friends anymore. And I found out it's because I wronged them. I don't know how I wronged them, but it came across like, oh, you wronged that person, blah blah blah. Do you know what I did to you? Like, look, I apologize to the person that I wronged them. I was like, look, if I wronged you, but then I realized I really don't need this friendship like that. Like, not in a rude way, whatever. Yeah, I didn't even know.
There's an age where you filter out the bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't even know we're beefing until someone said it. I wronged you because if I'm wrong and I actually like you as a person at any stage, I would apologize. I would say sorry, my bad. But then I was like, I have 2 weddings coming up. I'm trying to get a house. That friendship, what it was, calm. But the fact is, I really don't need that friendship. Like, so you're saying this as a joke.
You didn't even notice they were up.
No.
Like, I noticed, like I remember that I didn't notice initially. Then I saw them and the energy was off. And I was like, I said it to you. Like I was like, yo, that energy with that person was off. I was like, yeah, maybe it was just a day or whatever. Then I found out later. I was like, oh, they found out this and this and that. And I was like, me, I don't remember doing it. But if I made someone feel negatively and I actually like that person,
fuck that.
No, you wouldn't even apologize.
What? Why?
If you genuinely made someone that you liked or you appreciated.
But you said you don't remember.
Yeah.
What are you apologizing for?
Just because I don't remember doesn't mean I didn't do it.
Okay.
Go on, sorry.
No, I just need more context. Like how you set them. Like
what if you actually didn't do it? Because the thing is, like, for me, yeah, I have a super selective memory. I forget a lot of things, but if something relevant comes up, my brain will bring it back up. Yeah, kind of a situation. And people always try to use that against me. It's like, oh, you have a really bad memory. But the thing is, I don't have a bad memory. It's just selective to whatever I want, whatever I feel like I need to remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That might not been significant to you at all.
Yeah, it's not significant. You know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes people will be saying things and I'm like, that didn't happen because I know what day you're talking about. It's like, that didn't happen like that, or it didn't happen like how you see it. Why am I apologizing just because you're upset? Like, I feel like we're in this culture where people expect if someone is upset, somebody has to apologize. Fuck that, you're upset, get over it. Like,
I think that shit really tests out who you're meant to too. Because
fair enough, I didn't think of it that way, but that's actually a good way to put it. Because when I heard why she was upset, I was like, I genuinely don't remember this. And the thing is, if we're even friends like that, like I remember we're talking on the pod, if I heard something from Deji, I'd be like, Deji, I heard you say this about me in a group chat. Like I would say to you, like, if our friendship dies that day, let it die that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
Not
in a bad way, but I would rather I went to you and said, I heard you said this about me, than just be cold with you and then you're seeing me in a space and you're like, and then you're like, oh well, fuck that guy. Your same attitude. It's like, I don't even know if I wronged him. I don't even know why he's upset, or if I actually did upset him because he didn't tell me what happened. Even if you heard a word of mouth, like he didn't tell me that. So why would I apologize? I actually do appreciate that perspective.
If you're just on that wavelength of friends with people, like it should be almost telepathic. Like you should understand why someone was feeling away at the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't even know what that's a good point to make it. I don't even know what I did to make them feel that way.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
if we're keeping it transparent on the podcast, you kind of bugged out on me the other day.
Yeah.
I knew straight away.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like I don't even know what I did. But I did straight away. But I did that perspective. Just because you're upset doesn't mean you deserve an apology.
Yeah, like and that's the culture that people are building now. It's like if someone is upset or if someone feels a way about something, someone has to be sorry or something. No, sometimes you're just upset and it's fine. Yeah. Like be upset, it's cool, but you're not getting an apology. So
move on from it.
Like swallow it, get over that.
That's like at the end, my conclusion is like I don't need this friendship. If you're going to be upset about this, I've said my piece. We don't need to. I've realized I have so much going on in my life that these little frivolous friendships that exist. There's no way I'm gonna fight for this friendship.
There's no way you're holding this on to me.
It's just not that deep. Like bro,
but people like you're saying, people just they'll be in their feelings and they expect it to be a certain way, but fuck all of that.
Man,
anyways,
like the thing is, like on a and also like Dave said it as well, on a big and serious level. If you were beefing me and I hadn't noticed until I had to physically see you in person, you probably weren't that significant to my life in the first place.
There you go.
It's one-sided beef. Like,
do you get what I'm saying? Like really, like you're beefing yourself because I was going around carefree. I didn't know anything was happening, and now that I'm aware that it's happening, my life still doesn't change.
And then if you really like you. At the other side is like if it really bothered you and you know me and we were like that, you could have said it was like, yo, I heard you said this about me, and I will clarify it then and there. And like I said, yo, that friendship can die that day. You might not. I might be like, no, I didn't say that, and you might not believe that, and you're like, I still can be friends with you. I'd be like, yeah, I said that. Yeah, let it die. Let the friendship die. Let it die. If it's gonna die, let it die. Honestly, if we're really friends, we'll get through this, innit?
Yeah. Your nigga's petty.
Petty. No.
What'd you say?
Are you guys petty?
Oh, am I petty? Nah.
Are you petty?
Yeah. Nah, because I think I'm a firm believer in I could like keep this irrelevant beef going and I could walk out and get hit by a car and that shit didn't matter anyway. So
nah, fuck it, I'm taking it to
You're petty, man.
You're petty in what way?
Okay, so like I just sometimes it's just like why not like okay, right? So
yeah, petty in what context?
Real life situation. This actually happened, yeah. So I was dealing with a girl ages ago, yeah, and this guy that she had a thing with, like he was like she had a thing with him, whatever. Next minute, and she told me about it, and this guy follows me, and I'm like, I take a screenshot and send to her. I was like, why do what's this like?
You didn't say love petty, bro. You didn't say romance girl thing petty.
What petty?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like,
I get it.
So he follows me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she was like, that's weird because like, first of all, we are so far apart. We have no reason to be, and he knows who I am. It's not like it was a random follow. He was following me to follow me. Do you get what I'm saying? I was just like, what the fuck is this? So I had to post a quick picture, like, you wanted my attention, you got my attention now. I'm watching it. And just leave it that way. Leave it at that. Like,
it's because he came there for a reason, and you're like, what? You're here for a reason. Let me give you the reason you came for.
This is the thing, yeah, right? So what happened was me and this girl were seeing each other. We went through a rough patch, and they beat, yeah? And he knows about me. I know who he is, kind of situation. We don't we've never even said any words to each other or anything like that. So, and she was like, I know him.
When you guys stopped doing that thing and your girl went and they beat, you come back and be like, yo, like that conversation when people go off and come back. I've never had to have that conversation. What's that like when you're sitting down like, so in this 6 months you were away, who did you have sexual interactions with?
You know what it is? At first,
I'm not gonna ask.
At first, it pains, but then you kind of like you get over it because it's just like it is what it is.
Is that interaction necessary to have?
I feel like it might be, yeah. Because okay, you know what
you mean? Getting like in depth about her, or just
no, just
did you link?
Just knowing like who was it? Yeah. Was it consistent? Was it like were you guys seeing each other for like? Because obviously, the more they saw each other, the more they did it. Probably the more attached they were. Like that's assumed.
Yeah, and it's just probably it's just one of those things of transparency. Do you get what I'm saying? And for me, also, I'm proper. Like I'm attentive. Like I notice a lot of shit. I don't say a lot of shit, but I notice a lot of shit. Do you get what I'm saying? So. One way or another, I would have probably been like, one day a phone pops up. Like this is the thing as well. You know when a message comes up and your eyes just go there,
because your phone lights up.
But my eyes don't mean to go there. Sometimes I might see it. I was like, who the fuck is that? I know who you talk to. I know, like I'm proper. Like I'll think I'll figure it out. Do you get what I'm saying? So, anyways, we had that conversation now, whatever. And then when I sent her the screenshot, she was like, he's that kind of guy, like he'd be following you for that kind of reason.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, yeah, say sorry. All right, cool, let's go. And I was like, I just put up a picture like,
That's
like my attention.
That's like probably his ego thinking like, oh, I fucked your girl, so he's following you to let you know that like, oh, it's like a weird game thing. Yeah, taunting game.
What the thing is, I followed him back and I said, you have my attention now. Like, what do you want? You have it. But
what's the pettiest thing you've done though?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's really not that.
I think I only my teenagers.
Yeah,
I was petty.
I was more petty with like guys, just like FIFA and football.
I was like,
that's competitive.
Yeah,
I had my own little nemesis when I was about 18, 19. I remember we're just out of school or whatever. Even like this is like fresh out.
And he's just like, nemesis.
Bro, listen, alright. He was like, oh yeah, David's this, David's that, David's a bozo and all this stuff. He's not gonna amount to anything in life. So where did I think would be the best way to target him? I could have proved him wrong. Nah, I went for his girl. So I went for his girl. I was literally like, so I remember walking with the guys and I knew she was out. Like, I was like, do you know who I'm gonna link? Like, his girl. And literally like, no way, man. Ain't no way. I was like, bro, I don't know what confidence level I was on back then. I was on
you must have hated this guy.
I was on stupid levels of confidence. I was actually like, see, it helps she was attractive too. So I was actually like,
I don't have to pretend like I like to.
Yeah, it helps she's attractive, but that's just a little sweetener too. So I'm literally there like saying, yeah, I'm bagging her. Like, and they're like, no way.
No, I've never done anything.
What's called? Actually, I remember one, but this is back in my teenage years. What's called? I remember I was in this little love triangle thing once a year, and I was talking to the girl on the phone, and then the guy was kept trying to call her or whatever, and I had his number at the time, so I texted him, was like, bro, she doesn't want to talk to you, bro.
He said she's busy.
That reminds me of that fucking.
That's the whole meme. Yeah, it's like, oh no, she's busy.
She's busy.
You did this shit. You're a bad man.
I love it though.
You're a bad man.
When I was like 14 or 15 as well. This is how I decided who I was gonna pick. You know, when you're 14, 15.
I hate them love triangles as well.
This girl was more readily available to let me touch breast. But this girl, I'm not too sure about.
So like, I'm gonna go with the breast.
So I was like,
you know the breast access girl could have been not as bad as the other one, but it's just like.
but I knew the breast was certain, you know. I said this was a certain thing. But then the one with that was like developer. She was on it. She was on it.
Oh yeah, that's
she ended up moving to Blanche. So by default, well, hey, it didn't turn out bad.
Life made the decision for you.
Life made the decision. I was like, I guess I ain't gonna decide this.
Well,
I know, babe, it was always gonna be you know.
I use those words.
No, my mom was made up, you know.
I was just thinking about it, but then I realized I don't really fuck with it like that. But that's the only time I'll be like a bit in a love triangle kind of thing. But my decision was just based on which breast I get it done.
Well, at that age, that's what you care about,
right? Because I think Butch and I were talking about this at the gym actually yesterday. Do you know how there was like a thing where, remember we were younger and they used to say, oh, black guys date white girls or whatever. And then he was breaking it down. It's like, it's not that we're solely attracted to white girls at that age, but at that age, like, we chose the path with less resistance. Like, the things we care about.
Yeah, and that's what people say about the white girls as well.
Yeah, white girls, because they're allowed in their houses. Their parents will let you in their houses. Whereas, like, we have sisters, and we have black sisters. We knew how strict our parents were with our sisters, and we knew how it was in their houses. So, as men, like you're saying, the things that we cared about, it's like, who's going to let me lips? Without me having to hide from three aunties. If this auntie sees me, I'm in trouble. I remember being 19 or whatever, 18, 19. I was in Lucan. I was with one girl from my church. And then I went over to, like, kiss her goodbye, and she like freaked. She's like, my dad could be driving around the corner. Whereas he'd be 15, 16, holding hands with these white girls. They see the auntie, they're waving, they stop and talk to the auntie. You introduce you lips them. So I think like at that age, obviously I'm not speaking for all black boys, but I think a lot of it in our minds is like, which is just gonna be easy for me to be lipsing and touch breasts. I don't have to be hiding from aunties. I don't have to be hiding from uncle. This one will even let me inside their house. I'll go inside there. They'll be like, you guys want any food?
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
Yeah.
You sent over like a Reddit thing yesterday about.
Oh, I don't even have. My phone's recording. I don't have anything.
Let me bring it up.
Yeah.
Chelsea score, fam.
Must be nice.
I'm just waiting for them to score. They haven't scored yet.
No, man, like
Dave,
Brom's back.
Dave, are you gonna read it? Because sometimes I stutter, innit?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Grand. Yeah, let's go. No pressure.
Okay. Oh God, it's this one. All right.
is wild as well.
Why does my girlfriend tell me my dick is big? My girlfriend always tells me when we're having sex that she loves my big cock. My cock is 2 inches flaccid, and maybe 4.5 when hard. She's had many partners before me, at least 20. How does he have to bang off the number like that, big man? At least 22. She isn't sure. So I know that the odds of her being with someone who actually has a big cock is very likely. So why does she do this? She has really small tits. So the other night we were fucking, I was like, I love your huge tits. She just gave me a really weird look and was like, baby, I don't have any huge tits. So how am I fucking confused? So now I'm fucking confused. Is she just stupid? Or just, I don't know. My man is actually offended. I'll just take the compliment. Listen. So now I'm fucking confused. Is she stupid? Thinks I don't know what a big cock is? Whoa. Pause first of all.
You know she's white.
And that when she tells me mine is big, that I'll believe her? And how come I'm supposed to go along with it? But when I tell her her tits are big, we have pause sex so she can correct me. Listen, man.
So my question is, he obviously feels he's being lied to. Have you ever, a girl has said something positive about you in that area that or your ego will be like, yeah, that's me, or you have you been kind of like, I don't know, you know.
Oh yeah, keep it, yeah. I'll say roughly my cock isn't too far off that brother's like.
Let's go.
Roughly. She did the same thing. She's like, oh, your big cock, and I was like,
wait, is there another man in here?
I don't like this.
David said, pause this whole thing right now. Pause this whole thing right
like this, as in this one. I was like,
what do you do then? Do you just go with it?
Oh yeah, I keep moving.
But do you believe her, or you call her up on it after, and you be like, yo,
why you lying for?
Nah, it was very in the moment thing. I was like, wait, hold on. It was confusion. It was confusion. And I was sitting there, you know.
No, funnily enough, yeah. So I was around a group of girls, yeah, and they're like drinking and playing one of these games, and they're talking about like, oh, have you ever said anything in bed just make the guy feel good? Mm-hmm. And girls like they'd be fucking and she'd be like, oh, you're getting bigger, daddy. And she's like, he was getting bigger.
Hello.
I saw that trend actually.
We would be like,
yeah, because even my thing is when they be like, oh, you're the best I ever had. I'm like,
am I though? No.
I don't know why my brain, because I think it's the fact I've also seen so many trends and lonely things on all of those trends of what women will say in the moment, what they mean. And
every time I say a lonely thread, that's what I think of after God Fear Women.
Facts, after God Fear Women.
So I don't know why she said that,
women
but I guess
heinous.
But because I think it's also she's probably seen things and she's like, this is probably what you say to a guy during sex to make him feel good.
I was even thinking maybe that girl watches too much porn.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the condition is just like she believes that this is what I should be saying.
Yeah,
that's why there's those people that like.
You think she watches too much porn, or he watches too much porn?
She probably watches too much porn. Mm-hmm. Not even that she's watching too much porn. Mm-hmm. It's just that, like, especially when people are like a lot younger. From what I've heard, what's called? It's just like some girls just do say that kind of stuff because, like, obviously, it's porn you're seeing. Like, you're practicing.
We all learn sex through porn.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is really fucked up.
I think there's a way you have to detach from that, because even this guy like sitting here like, well, my dick is roughly 4 inches. Like the average porn penis is 8. I'm like, bro, just get a grip. She likes her dick, bro.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he minds that she likes his dick. She hates. He's like lying.
He's like, if you're gonna lie to me, at least.
Now I'm fucking confused.
He's like, at least lie with sense. Like, you have to lie with sense.
Well, have you ever said anything to a girl during sex that you didn't mean?
Have you ever been given whack dick and she's gassing it?
Yeah. I've done that. I've done that many times. Yeah. That's why I never understood. It's like,
that's the one I get mad at. I'm like
it's like, that was even my best. I guess so, because that's not my best performance.
Like, I haven't even linked it down.
That was a 4 out of 10.
They're actually moaning louder. I'm like, nah, you're adding sauce to it. This one, you need to relax.
So even then, I was like,
I'm not even trying right now.
But sometimes it could be just because they're such in the mood for it. So average for you, you're just like I gotta put the work in, put the shift in.
Okay,
but they're like in the zone.
In that situation, are we lie to me or tell me, or just don't say anything?
Do we what? Sorry, I didn't hear.
In that situation, are you team lie to me, or are you team just don't say anything?
in terms of like if I want it or they want it or what?
No, like let's say you and your girl are beating or whatever. Yeah. Would you rather her lie to you and be like, "Oh my god, you're the best I've ever had"?
Listen,
don't say it, man.
Miguel,
or would you just say nothing?
Don't say nothing. Just say just be yeah. Don't say nothing.
Miguel sang, "Would you lie to me, lie to me, lie to me? Tell me that pussy is mine." He lied. He said
right
like,
now
this
it is.
Song.
So that's it. That didn't even.
I guess.
Yeah.
See. Yeah. So I understand because especially if you're laying it down. But that's the thing. If you are putting the work in, and she's not giving you all the superlatives that you want to hear, then you're like, rah.
Yeah, but you might need the morale when you're on a 4 out of 10.
So yeah, sometimes
that carries me over.
That's like the Kevin Hart joke. It's like it's the bedboard that gets you going. You might not be in the mood and you're in the back of the bedboard go two.
What's going on? Have you guys accidentally fell into like a great session? Like, you know, it starts off as like I'm just trying to bust a nut, and then it's like, hold on, wait, you really into this? Let's go.
Wait a minute. But that thing, it's like they do. I think it's like you can't be on it every time, and sometimes they're gonna say things that are just gonna be like you're just gassing it, or sometimes you might not get the great performance from you. Don't think you're performing, and they're not like performing, and but after that they tell you that was great. You're like, really? I thought we're just going through the motions.
I so confused.
I thought we're just going through the motions.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes over reliable is good.
Yay!
No, sometimes it'd be slapping.
Sometimes I'm giving her Zidane versus Brazil sometimes, and she's like not even like saying that about it, and then I'm giving her a mediocre. But oh my god, I'm like, what?
That's how you know it's not about you. Sometimes it's just about how their body's reacting that day to certain things. Because sometimes they will do it just because you're in the mood, and they're like, oh, maybe we have not done it in a while. Like they'll do it, but they weren't fully in the mood. Or sometimes like they weren't in the mood, then you got them going, and then they're like, like you say, that's it. It's a great session. But that guy, just take compliments, man. I understand his confusion because adults, grown ups, like authenticity. It just sounds like you're just why you lying? That's just
but he estimated her previous lovers.
But this is the thing though. Once again, lie with sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if he genuinely doesn't feel like it's anything to rave about, like, and she's out here telling me, oh my god, your cock is so big, just over and over again, nigga. Like, I know you're lying. How about you just say, I'm having a great time right now? Like, you don't have to be like, you don't have to do all. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that might even just throw him off. Because if that's something that he's insecure about already, and then you keep constantly doing that, you know, there's some lies like, nigga, you're like, we all know that you're lying right now.
Speaking of that lying, have you guys ever like kept going back to like a dead beat or dead head or whatever? So it was just dead, but because the girl was like peng, you just did it because they were like pink. Like, or because you found them attractive, you're like, the beat and the thing's not that nice, but they're just good to look at, so I'm just gonna do it anyways. Men are so different. It's just because she's pink, you'll do it anyways. Right. I hear that. And there was a TikTok you wanted to play.
Yeah, what's called? I sent them to you still.
Oh, you got the TikTok.
What's called? Play not the Am I the Asshole one, the other one first. Because it actually ties into this topic nicely.
Love. And when I say love, I mean love. Boys, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
Treat him like a dog. I'm serious. Treat him like you would a dog that you love. Scratch his back, scratch his head. If he's lying on his back, rub his belly. Don't pinch at it like you're trying to find fat. Just rub it because you love how soft it is. Watch him do tricks. Even if it's mowing the lawn or flipping burgers or popping wheelies on a bike, just hype him up when he does little tricks for you. Throw things to him. Throw balls, throw frisbees, let him play catch with you. If he does a good job, maybe have treats on hand to give him. The reason men love dogs so much is that dogs receive the kind of unconditional love that men crave. So just think about how you would treat a dog you love, and a lot of those habits, treat your man like that.
These girls do.
So
he's not wrong when he's right.
You're not wrong. Because when I first thing that came to my head, I think I was watching Half-Cast Pod and Chucky said this. It's like, maybe it wasn't Chucky. It was on a podcast anyways. They said men are the only, it was a Chris Rock joke. Men are the only people that can't be loved unconditionally. Children, women, men, we feel like we must have our shit together. But even for the like people, just a man to see like, oh, that's a guy. He drives a nice car. He has a nice house. But whereas you could see a woman can get by just like, oh, she's a woman, she looks nice, or she dresses nice, and the guy would love her. Like she would, at that stage, but it'd be harder for a guy to just say, especially the older we get, it's like, oh, he just does the bare minimum and he's gonna receive love from a girl. I think that's why, like, as men, we don't get the same level of love as like children do and women do. A woman could just be in her uniform, walk into her job in a like a Duns or whatever, and she's paying. A guy will be in a Lexus, stop by, and be like, yo, what's up? Come here. So let me take your number, because he's like, he will give that attention. Whereas a guy, even if you're good looking, because I've literally had girls at work, they match with guys on Tinder, good looking guys, tall guy. Obviously, she works in a pharma company. She's like, yeah, he's good looking, he's nice, but he works in Tesco. And I was thinking, in the reverse, men would be like, that's calm, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, man,
I can have a real connection with her.
Yeah, man, it's like, yeah, but she's paying, innit? I'll be showing the boys, they'll be like, yeah,
well, women, like certain women, I'm not going to generalize, certain women kind of look at it as like, oh, he needs to be like a provider too, or share the kind of work rate with me, like.
Yeah, and I feel like as men, like one of the reasons why the whole age thing happens where women go for older guys go for younger girls is because I feel like as a guy you kind of almost have to be not in front of your woman, but like when she's going through things, it's almost like you've gone through them, you're helping her through it. If you really haven't gone through it, sometimes it's kind of like, it's weird. Like, I don't know, as a guy, it's kind of weird to be in that situation.
Like he's saying provider, you're saying protector. You know what I mean? Those are like, you're saying you have to be able to protect her because you've gone through it. And he's saying you're like, and that's what we're, like, the mentality we're told as men, we're supposed to be protectors and provider. And like, I'm getting into that mindset more and more, obviously, like trying to get like married and trying to build a house. I'm like, I'm really going to have to be providing for these people. Do you know what I mean? And that's the condition we feel men have to be loved in, being a protector or a provider. Or whereas women can just be a woman, like generalizing obviously, but a woman can just be like a woman and receive love and attention. But whereas men, we don't get that same of, I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it's just innate in us, especially as men. Like, I just have the urge to be like, especially that my life is changing. Yeah. Something in me is like, I've got to provide for these people. Like, I just got to provide.
Like, you got to play a role in it. That's your role. You just got to play a role.
That's why men, like, again, I think I was listening to like Flagrant. That's why men, a lot of these homely things that happens, like, oh, we got a new table, oh, we got a new chair, oh, that's why like dads, they don't really care like that. They see it as little. The big thing, we're staying in this house.
Oh yeah,
we have a house
there
to
like
stay.
Kobe game 4, like job's not finished. Like
we have a house to stay. My children have clothes. That's the thing. So you're telling them, oh look, we got a new flower pot over there. Isn't it cute?
Yeah, bro, he said there like job's not finished.
This nigga don't care.
I need to stay in this house. Job's not finished.
And like obviously the process of like planning this wedding, it's one thing I realized. It's like they're telling me all these little nice things that will make the wedding look nice on the day, but at the end of the day, my mind is like, we gotta pay for these things. Like, is the venue's the big thing that we gotta pay for? We gotta have a venue. You gotta be happy. That's the thing that cares. It's like, oh, I want to get this. I want to get that. It's like, okay, good. Like, get it. I don't mind, by all means, get it. But it's not important to me as like.
If it wasn't there, I probably wouldn't even notice that it wasn't there.
Exactly. If you just had that venue and you had my friends and alcohol.
And that's the service too, because just as men, like, we can't enjoy stuff to its full capacity because we're too like, just basically for you, for instance, with the wedding, like, I'd like to think you can enjoy it, but if you were to turn around to me and go, you know what, I couldn't even enjoy it as much as I thought I could, I could understand that. Because your head is just running into overdrive, like how stuff can be paid for, how stuff can be provided, how stuff can take place seamlessly, and it's kind of like you overwhelm yourself with this overload of stuff you have to do, and like the way men are like objective based too, so everything has to like be executed accordingly. Therefore, our task is complete. We've done what we have to do.
Because I hear that because I just literally, I think she tweeted it. She said, "Jordan just asked me, I'll send money to your account." Because for me, it's like, the day has to be paid for. Like I'm already in the mindset of like provider, and then now there's like opportunities at work to like go on shift, which you can earn more money. I was resistant into going to that because I liked my lifestyle, and the only time I could see my babes is the weekend. But if we live in the same house, bro, we're getting that extra money. like every other weekend, baby, I'm working.
But the thing that's crazy about that is though, as well, sometimes then it would be like, oh, you're just working too much. You're working, and I'm like, do you know why? Do you know why? Like, you know, all of these dates and these fancy places you want to go to, you think they're just fun themselves?
But that's just like, that's why it ties into that. It's like we feel like we have to be that way, like you guys are saying, to accept. Maybe we don't, and maybe we put pressure on ourselves.
No, I think we do.
To accept, receive love.
Because okay, let me ask you guys a question. In your relationships, who plans most of the dates?
The babes.
Yeah,
babes.
The babes,
yeah, the babes.
Who pays for most of the dates?
50-50 now, yeah, but like I get what you're going with this.
Even if when you wanna when it's a new thing, like okay, you've been with your girl.
Yes, if it's a stupid amount of years. No, it's like a stupid amount of years. When it's a new thing, it's you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like so it's just one of those things where it's not even that we feel like we have to. I think we just have to.
Yeah.
Like between like you said, a girl would match with a guy on Tinder, everything fine. He could be everything she wants, but then bro, if he works in Tesco.
Yeah. I remember hearing that and I was like, I was really so taken back. I was like, if this was a guy and the girl was paying, I don't think a guy would care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think a guy would care.
Because it's not her problem to provide for me. Do you get what I'm saying? Because for her, it's like, okay, if I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle and this is just for me, like I provide for myself and I go out to all these nice restaurants and shit like that, I'm going to want to do that with you. But can you hack that? Do you get what I'm saying? And then also the whole traditional thing, which is another thing where women want to leave the traditional shit behind, but they want us to keep the traditional shit. Makes no sense.
Do you know what I figured out for me? Like the patriarch still exists. You probably aren't experienced because you have been on the road like 10 plus years. When I tell someone my girl drives me places, bro, people look at me mad. I'm like, why can't I be a dashboard baby?
You know what is so funny? Yeah. So one of my friends was having a situation and she was driving one of her friends around it, whatever, and something happened, and I was like, what? Don't ever let a man in your passenger seat talk to you sideways ever again. What?
That's the whole thing I'm working on that, but people are just so taken aback when I'm saying no, like, and they're like, oh, did you drive there? And I'm like, oh no, my girl did. Oh right, okay, yeah. And then I think about it further. I'm like, what if us? Because the thing is with me and my girl, like I got to be part of her life when she started driving. So she was used to it being at a stage where neither of us were driving anyway. So she started driving, so it's kind of nothing to her. But like, what if I was to like even break up with her tomorrow, and then I'm trying to get with the next girl hypothetically that had a guy that was driving her everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro, she's
accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Yeah, for real. Facts. If you can't, like, God forbid, if you broke up with her and you saw a girl that was like getting picked up, being driven and driven home, she's gonna be like, I'm not going back on the bus. Yeah. She's like, I'm not going back on the train to meet this guy.
Even when you know, like, because for me, when I kind of like I peep some shit, I was like, I was going out with like friends and stuff, like with like female friends and shit like that, and it might be their turn to pay and they're treating me, but the server would automatically come and just give me the bill.
Yeah, because they'll think it's a date. Like, sorry, give it to her.
And even when I remember I was going for food with one girl and she was like, you know, it's every time they ask if everything's okay, they're always asking you. They never ask me. I was like, oh shit.
But there's like hundreds of years of conditioning. That's it's gonna be hard because even in movies, in Disney, everything you're watching, it's like, especially in those kind of terms, like for men to get love or for men to even get sex or whatever, you took her on a hot, you blew her away, you swept her off her feet, and now at the end of it,
someone sweep me.
Now at the end of it, her lips in the elevator.
Someone sweep me, please. Nah, actually, not. To be fair, my girls.
But see, when you're in the relationship, like being in the relationship for years is different because it's like the 50. But if you're back on the streets, for you to feel like to receive that kind of like love, even to get sex or whatever, it's probably easier now. Yeah. But for men, you gotta be like, he swept me off my feet, he took me here, like, and then he picked me up. That's what they want, because the guys kind of rig the game. Because whatever you're not willing to do, another guy that finds a buff, he's on it. He would do it like this. He's waiting for her to ask him. He's waiting.
Even for like, let's say when you're like just starting to talk to a girl and you want to take her on a date and everything, it's like you got to know the spots. Do you get what I'm saying? Or you got to know something fly to do, or know a little place where you can, like, there's little tricky places. Like, obviously you've grown up in Balbriggan your whole life. There's a couple places where it's like, if you're not from Balbriggan and you're not one of the guys.
During the pandemic, when me and Siri were going on walks in Balbriggan, she'd be like, how do you know the spots? I'm like, I grew up here.
But as a guy, once again, like, if you want to get into a situation with a girl, you need to know those things. She doesn't. She will just I'm showing up. I'm here. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas like, okay, I gotta pick her up, I gotta take her here, we're gonna go here. I feel like this is a nice place, we can go for drinks, blah blah. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of everything on your point. You don't just get to sit there and be loved.
The way the game has changed, I agree with what we just said. Sometimes you're just not that guy. I remember I watched the videos like on YouTube, and they were it was just guys like joking around. They were like saying, bro, I told this girl told me I'm not coming to your house on the first day. I saw my friend's phone. She was telling the guy, come here, let me take you out. So sometimes what a girl isn't willing to do, because what she sees in him, she sees him as that guy, so she's willing to do things to obtain that guy.
And she's making exceptions.
Exactly. We all make exceptions.
Also,
you know what I mean?
Also, sometimes she just might like you too much.
What you mean?
Have you ever, has a girl ever told you like, some girls have told me that they wouldn't do certain madnesses with me because like, kind of like you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're the kind of guy I take home to parents. That's the guy I fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. You're not that guy. Sometimes that's that guy. You're that guy, and that's the kind of the video was about. And they were talking about like, she told me this, but the next time I saw her do this, and then they were like saying, bro, you're not that guy. But it is we understand the game. We understand that's just a game. I'm not that guy. Game, But if we told the girl, like, for most parts, I know a guy that'll tell a girl, I like you, but I don't know if I want to be with you. They stop dating. 2 months later, they have another girl. They have a girlfriend. They made someone else their girlfriend, and now they're like scorned by it. Like, bro.
Flip the script. We fucked them over. We know it's just the game.
But whereas they're like, they'll be scorned. I was dating him for a year. We did a situationship. He never wifed me. Next time he's in a relationship, 2 months later he wifed her.
But that's
she just had something you didn't.
He's on different values. Like it's the game.
Like it's once again, it's the game. Like the same one. I could have taken on 10 dates
exactly,
and she doesn't let me be. But this guy, she beats in the bathroom. She just met. And I'm just not that guy.
Not that guy. That's like I remember watching that video and just laughing. It was like, because it's just like black boys are saying that way, especially one of them says, she says, I'm not coming to your house on the first day. I looked at my boy's phone. I saw her name. I said, who's that? She says, oh, she's asking me to take me out for food. I was like, sometimes you're not that guy. Let's finish off and talk about this last TikTok and then we call it a day. We give them a solid hour.
Bro, man, I told you I'm tired of talking about that.
Am I the asshole for buying my cousin's dream car to prove a point? I, 26-year-old female, work a corporate job at a major fast food chain. I won't say the exact title, but I don't work at an office and spend most of my time visiting and coaching stores and associates. Because of this, my family seems to be under the impression that my job is a loser job, despite me making well over $150,000 a year. I think this perception is exasperated by the fact that I'm a frugal person who doesn't tend to surround myself with expensive things. My cousin, 34-year-old male, is a physics professor at a nearby state university and has done very little to hide the fact that he looks down on my job. From what I understand, we make similar money, but he's still paying off a doctorate degree. I didn't go to college. He has a much bigger house and mortgage and 2 kids. I'm child-free, meaning I have much more disposable income than him. For nearly 2 years, he's been talking about how he really wants a Tesla Model X and how he's slowly saving money for it. He'll joke about how much he wants it by describing how he sees it in his dreams in exquisite detail. Well, several months back while we were at my aunt's birthday party, my cousin made yet another backhanded joke about when I get a real job and make real money, and it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I was so beyond done. I went back home immediately after the party and ordered a Tesla Model X for myself, exactly to the specifications he has described. So, a couple of weeks ago, I picked up my car and brought it home. I didn't tell a single soul in my family I bought it. But yesterday, I had plans to pick up my cousin's older son to babysit, and I knew it was finally time. I rolled up to my cousin's house in my shiny new Tesla that I washed and polished just that morning specifically for this meetup. Needless to say, cousin was pissed. He asked me all about it with straight enthusiasm and got visibly more angry the more he noticed it was just like the one he wanted. So, in what I would assume was retaliation, he tried to make a comment about, wow, it must have been an adventure and a half to find a bank willing to give you a loan like this. I laughed him off and casually told him I wouldn't know since I paid in cash, which is true. He questioned me, so I pulled up a picture on my phone of the title with my name on it. I think that was what broke him because he quickly ended the conversation and went back inside. But now I've been getting messages from his siblings saying how I'm a petty bitch. Even my mom said that she thought he was an ass, but I shouldn't have escalated just because I could. And while I adore my new car, getting back at my cousin wasn't as satisfying as I thought I'd be. So I'm really beginning to wonder if I am the asshole here.
Right. I hear her.
I see both sides, yeah.
She's 1000% not the asshole.
Yeah.
I don't think she's the asshole.
You can only get popped at so much before you go, do you know, let me
they kept poking at her. She's making $150K a year.
Yeah.
And then if you keep talking down on me, and I have a chance to flex on you. Yes, buddy. Don't talk down on me. Don't talk down on people. No. Like, I I do like the end though, that it didn't give her full satisfaction, because it just shows if you don't do things with like pure intentions and pure vibes, now sometimes the outcome might not be what you desire.
That would give me full satisfaction.
Would have given me full satisfaction. I agree. Would have given me. Imagine you're talking down to me and then you're talking about your dream car.
I wouldn't know since I paid in cash. Bar.
Deji, I wouldn't even know if you're home. I says, Deji home. Your brother says, not here. I'll just wait outside. So this nigga.
I'll actually start revving the engine here.
Yeah.
What's going? You know what I do. You know what I do. I'd park the car like just down the street, yeah. And then I'll come into the house, yeah. And then it's like, oh, I'm getting ready to go. I'll pull out the app, and you know you can move the car forward.
Move the car with the app, yeah.
Just move the car forward.
Yeah.
I'm just go to my car.
You sitting back there?
Oh, actually, you know, can you get something from my car for me, please?
Yeah.
But I don't think she also. I think like she made a career for herself, as you can see from the, like, obviously you listeners can see from the video. You can see she comes from a foreign family. So when they heard food chain, they had their own perception of what it could be, and from you can see she was Asian. So this guy to be like doing his doctor and a physician in a university. That's the traditional path they all want all foreigners to go to. So he had a real job. So obviously, sometimes you gotta flex on him, because just deep how long she was biting her tongue for, probably being polite, not talking back, getting all this passive aggressive shit towards her. You gotta flex on him.
This is what would annoy me in that situation. So this person, everybody can see this person is doing this thing to me. But when I pop off, now I'm the bad guy.
I'm the villain.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because I know he was a dick, but you shouldn't have. If you knew he was a dick, why didn't you say something about it?
Yeah.
Why is it now that, okay, look, what's that Drake bar? Everyone wants to play until I decide I'm playing as well. Yeah. Like now I decided I'm playing, but everyone wants to look at me like I'm the prick.
Yeah.
Like, why is it always, if just because I'm willing to go further or I can go further, that I'm the bad guy and I should be the bigger person? It's not even be the bigger person. Sometimes, sometimes
I
stoop
agree.
to that level.
I agree. Sometimes you gotta stoop to that level, especially if you just for like she was talking for like 2 years, the guy was saving her 3 years, she didn't say anything, and you can tell from like that, from the video, you can tell from those kind of cultures, women are supposed to like stand down. Women don't really speak, or they're told to step down, and the guy kept piping up. So instead of her piping up again, she went through actions, not words. She went to describe the exact same thing. So I don't think she was the asshole.
And that rushed him up quicker than anything. Like
What? My job is shit. I wouldn't know. I picked
she said the exact customs. The exact. She could have got any old Tesla. She said, "Nah, I have some specifics here."
It's like that exact one that you wanted. I have it.
So, and the thing is, she could probably bring it back, get most of the money back. It's like, I didn't really want it. Just
but the thing is, at the end of the day, it's a fucking Tesla. You're gonna.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's a win-win. Everybody wants a Tesla too.
She wins.
Yeah,
it's
she
not
wins
bad.
either too. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sell it to him. Yeah.
And then every time he was like, you got your dream car because of me.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford that car.
This guy is. Bro,
I actually gave you discount.
Deji will see with the car and be like, nice car, bro.
What's good? No, honestly, like what's good? I think shit like that is a flex. Like I'm telling you, when I get money, it's over for a lot of people. If I don't like you, I'm buying the company.
No, he's paying. He's paying.
If I had enough money, if I had enough money and I had an op that was working somewhere, I'll buy the company and just fire them. Yeah. And then they go to Nokia, I'll buy that company. Buy both there. You know when Drake got the room above me, can start playing back to back over and over again. That's the level of pay that I aspire to be.
Drake brings out the pay in everybody, Joe. You have to understand this. You have to understand this.
Well, Drake made a song describing where his ops miss his lips, made it go down the block. Yeah, right. And then it annoyed Kanye because the song was a banger. He's like, I hate that song. And he made Key, and then they said the rumor was because Nort was going around singing Key, do you love me? It bothered Kanye even more.
Wait, but if there's a song that's potentially about him being your wife and then your kid is singing it, what? Kicking that kid. What do you mean?
Kicking that kid.
Sometimes you gotta be petty, man. I finally listened to CLB properly. Drake spitting some toxic shit. I love it. I love it.
But that's what the music Drake makes. He makes music for fuckboys.
No, but
and Instagram babes.
Like even I was listening to bars where he's even sending for Kanye. I was like, Drake, is this what we're doing? Yeah. What? Tell your driver to pull up instead of posting my address.
Drake has an ability where he can find a way to make you relate to it. You're not even the fuckboy or the whatever you just said.
No, you know who does that? You know who does that to a beautiful level? Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Rick Ross makes me feel like I'm rich.
I never felt shit Rick Ross ever felt like. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
But I think I was just talking to a friend yesterday. She says, if you deep it, in life, this is probably the richest you've ever been, where you still feel broke. Like whatever job that pays you a year.
Nah, please don't tell me that. Please.
No, actually, I was thinking about it. I was like,
the thing about it, right? Sometimes people look at being rich as the figure that you make at the end of the year. It's not. It's the figure that you can spend. Because you might have been richer in college when you had no bills, no expenses. That little 20 hour a week job that you have
you're actually richer.
But that's 700 euro that you're getting every month.
It's just going to the night out.
It's going to the bag.
It's just going to
20k a year could be worth more than the 40k you're getting.
It's all about disposable income at the end of the day.
I guess that is that true that matters. But yeah, Rick Ross, I like Rick Ross, but it never made me feel it. The only time, but there is rappers like Many Men. Makes me feel like I lived in New York and someone tried to shoot me.
If you don't feel like that after listening to Many Men, if you don't feel like that while listening to Many Men, you don't have a soul.
I was like, this is my life. They were like, bro, this cannot be your life.
There's some songs that just make you feel.
Even when Pop Smoke was alive, it used to make me feel like I was really outside, like in the boroughs.
You know what song? Touched me on a different level. What's called Life Is Good, featuring Drake.
Wake up in the weekend, like
working on the weekend. I was like, I just be working on the weekend. But
that's how you know good music, yeah? When you're not even live that life. Like Jesus said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Nah, you said I haven't done my taxes. I'm too turned on. I was like, what?
I got to do those tax returns.
But that's good music. When you listen to a song, you cannot relate. I remember I listened to some heartbreak songs. And I'm like, I'm not going through heartbreak.
What?
I'm just listening to something.
Frank Ocean used to dance to me that hardest.
You can evoke emotions I've never felt.
Yeah, you know, you listen to a song and you're like, bro, man.
You listen to music and like, whoa, that touched me, you know, that's good music.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been cheated on, but man, fuck that hoe.
That you know of.
Even Frank brings me to a deeper level because he's like, you said we're small and not worth the mention. I was like, yeah, he's like tapping into like, when you're in a relationship where you have different, like you almost have different values in life, like different belief systems. I was like, I was like, man, because you can really be with someone that like just has this nihilistic view on life, and it's kind of like all the other stuff we were saying that you have to factor in. You also have to factor in the values. I'm like, damn, I'm like,
it's crazy, dog.
Frank hit me, man.
Quick hour.
There was one last thing. Check the DMs. We'll leave.
Yes. We'll leave it at that. The would you rather? Yes, the malting. Let me find this now. Look at us covering all the topics in the pod.
Would you rather have a dog die every time you laugh, or have there be a genocide every time you fall in love? I have intimacy issues, and I'm not emotionally available, so I'm definitely gonna go with the fall in love genocide thing because I just don't think it's gonna happen. And I love Basley too much. Imagine every time you laugh.
Dave, you have a dog. You start. Would you rather every time you laugh a dog dies, or when you fall in love there's a genocide? Mine, that's pretty simple to me.
I don't care for a lot of dogs. Just because I have a dog. What's the question?
I agree with that. I have never had an emotional attachment towards a dog. I have never had a dog. I think dogs are cute. I think people love their dogs. Sometimes, like, people be lifting their dogs. I'm like, yo, bro.
You've got to understand, I like my particular dog and any other of my friends' dogs. So I don't care for a lot of other dogs.
But if you die...
I'm generally not an animal person anyway.
Yeah, this is straightforward to me.
So why do I want to genocide?
If I laugh... Because if all the dogs in the world died, I don't think I'll notice, fam.
Okay.
I don't think I'll notice.
Yeah. All right. Would you take 500... No. €1 million. But if you take this €1 million, 500 random children die.
500 random? For random $1 million?
For $1 million.
I don't think I'll do it for
500 random children die.
My sister's a child, though. I wish she was older.
Preteen?
12.
Preteen.
Outside of that, I don't think I know children like that anymore.
Yeah, I guess I might have to cry my Kristen Tesla.
500 random children? Yeah. Look, man, niggas die every day, B.
Yeah.
Random children.
What was that, custom Tesla? Yeah, I'll cry now, I guess.
500 random children. Yeah. To be fair, if all the children in the world died,
Jordan, just think how that engine sounds.
I don't think I know this.
You know that was fuck them kids.
That's like the Michael Chi joke. Remember when Harambe was shot? I was like, I can't believe people give a fuck about gorilla. You don't care about gorillas. People like, we do say, you don't. You don't. It says, if all the gorillas in the world died and nobody reported it, how long before you notice?
Wait, you said this?
Michael Chi. He said,
that sounds so Bill Burr to me. That's good.
And I was like, yeah, see, they're both from Boston comedians. I was like, he's right, you know, people cried about Harambe. Since then, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are gorillas alive?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're endangered. And you actually know that nigga's name as well. It's Harambe. Like,
because when he said that joke, people in the crowd were like, we do care about gorillas. Like, you don't. I was like, where's he going with this? He said, if all the gorillas died, how long before you notice? I was like, if nobody reported it, I was like, honestly, you would honestly never notice if all the gorillas died and nobody said anything.
Yeah, it's just like that your friend that's beefing you. I don't know.
It's like the stuff we see get posted as like graphics on Instagram for awareness.
Yeah.
3 months later, have we heard the thing?
No. My brother actually texted me one day. He's like, Jordan, did Palestine ever get resolved? I was like,
I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I just think we moved on with the times.
No, that beef has been going on for years. So
Well,
why did the catch win then? And then what made us stop catching?
We're gonna try to talk about the pandemic. Talk about something else.
Like, you know, we rinsed out all the regular topics. Who pays on the first day?
Imagine being like 17 now. You're having those chats again. What's your body count?
Yeah.
people like those conversations. We're rinsed them out, but people going into college and stuff, they're probably still having those conversations.
What do you mean? People our age are still having those conversations.
Move on, people. If you're still having the first who pays on the first day. See, actually, Jay-Z replied. He says, "Take the 500K, fam." People on the title account tweeted it. This says 500,000.
Don't get fucked up. We're gonna see it at the summer. Don't say it.
That conversation never made sense to me until I heard someone made sense of it. Like, say if we thought our podcast was legit, okay, we can have 500 invested into the podcast, but if we sit in front of Jay-Z, we have a podcast, we have an idea, he might give us $1 million. I would still say, guys, take the short thing, take the $500,000.
It wasn't even. You know what it was? It wasn't even about he might invest in us. It was like all the things that he's gonna say to you. He's gonna give you so much gems.
Knowledge.
Bro.
Take it. I saw you going there. He said, just rap about flipping bricks.
He said, also sell drugs, rap about it.
And he walks out. You'd be sick.
Also, apart from that, you could have how many great, amazing ideas have we had, and then someone that has money does it. It's like, I thought of that.
Yeah.
It's just, have you ever money always makes more sense.
Have you ever watched flipping? Or what's that called? They come and present their idea. Shark Tank.
Yeah.
They come and present their ideas. No matter how dope your idea is, the question they go to, how much money have you made?
Yeah.
Money will always win.
How much exactly can I have in it?
Why are you taking? Why was that? I never even understood that why that was a topic. Because people thought Jay-Z's giving you equity in a company. No, he's just giving you what they say, he's giving you words.
Yeah, but imagine he's at dinner and he's like, look, I don't really want to talk about it right now. I was like,
the funniest is like, it's like silent, me, Jay-Z, me, Jay-Z, me. So what does the Z stand for? Check, please.
And you know what's funny about that is that's actually probably what would happen.
Yeah.
What would I talk to Jay-Z about?
If I saw Jay-Z cross me, I'd be like,
first of all, do you think Jay-Z's leading the conversation? Does Jay-Z lead the conversation with anybody in this life?
I'd be like, so your wife Beyonce, huh?
Yeah.
You've never said that in a song.
So Blue, yeah. Where'd you get come up with that?
So you and Solange in the elevator, right?
The restraint you showed, bro. The restraint you showed. Yeah. You kept your career alive without restraint, bro.
Yeah. You know, unreasonable doubt when you said
44,
let's
bro. Love that album.
444. You showed maturity. You're a man. Like that conversation. I don't know. That was one of those Twitter conversations. I hope like after the title tweet, they take 500K. It dies.
Yeah, but but you know what it is? It's just one of those things where, you know, everyone is starting to get into this. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be business owners.
Just
I
get
want to
into
do this.
Dave hates business. Those 9 to 5
I hate Rise and Grind Twitter.
Rise and Grind Twitter. That's how you
hate that shit.
But because of Rise and Grind Twitter, that's why that was even a conversation, because it's kind of like, you know that thing of like, your net worth is your net worth, all that kind of shit, and it's like,
shut the fuck up.
It's like, nah. Sometimes it's just the bag.
Someone wrote me in today. They're like, oh yeah, bad news. I'm gonna be successful no matter what. I'm like, shut up, man, please. I fucking hate that thing so much.
Like, someone, if you don't want to survive, what do you want to breathe? If you don't want to be successful, what do you want to breathe? Bro.
You have 24 hours in a day. Yeah. You sleep for 6. You can wake up, get to work, and shut up. You can do 8 hours and still have time for your hobbies. I'm tired. I'm tired.
The funny thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm part of Rise and Grind Twitter, but not on that level, bro.
Yeah.
If you offer me 500K,
fam.
We're not bombs, like, but we're not gonna like what's it? Mutton dressed as lamb. Is that the term?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
that's the whitest thing.
Mutton dressed as lamb. That's what my dad told me. That's what my dad told me. Honestly.
Yeah, I knew it.
Nah,
let's go out.
Yeah, no. Some people try to put too much sauce in it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Also, why does everything sound better in not English?
What you mean?
Like, every time I talk to anybody that speaks 2 languages, right, or understands 2 languages, everything slaps better when it's not in English.
Like the parables or whatever.
The parables, jokes, all of that.
Yeah. Because you know what it is, because when they say it in their native language, it's the emphasis. They say it with. Like even if someone says like an Irish parable, but it's the Irish accent that they'll just say it in, and you'll be like, whoa, that hit different.
Zambian's fascinating to me because my mom will tell me like a whole sentence means 1 word, and then vice versa. Like one word I say like could be a whole sentence. Like,
and then so it'll be a thing that when your mom's like, she'll give out when you hear her speak her language on the phone, you'll be like, whoa. Yeah, she's on crud. She's on crud right now.
People are angry. Like people our age when they're angry and they start switching.
You're like, okay. They start,
like, you're pissed off for real.
I was even watching like that thing yesterday, like the Dongos thing. He had Congo Boy TV on. Every time Congo Boy TV starts speaking Lingala, I'm like, he's emphasizing his point. He wants you guys to know the point is bacon. Nah, shout out Congo Boy TV.
That was the most entertaining podcast I've heard now.
I was just watching the podcast. Like the guy, obviously, he's entertaining, but he's a wild boy. Because I remember he was saying on the pod, "I'm the first to do this. I was a pioneer. I'm the godfather, or whatever." And I started thinking back. I was like, he really was the first releasing content like that.
Yeah, what's called?
But don't front. I even saw your tweet from 2013.
He was a wild boy.
Yeah. You said it was embarrassing or something.
What? Because the topic that he was talking about 2013 is that white black boys don't date black girls.
Yeah,
and he did a YouTube video that going around town asking boys why the content that he was making.
The first to go on a ledge.
He was a wild boy.
He was him, Fabi D, one of the boys, Galinda. Not much people remember him, but I actually used to watch him as when I was younger, and then. Now knowing him now, bloody runs a business and everything. It's so fucking weird. But he's.
But no, he was one of the originals. His content wasn't like his content was just when you make content with just controversy, it's hard to keep that up because you always have to look to be controversial every week. And that's just hard because we can just come and have a conversation. We don't have to be controversial. But if you're literally going around asking black boys why they don't date black girls around town,
there's only so many times you do that.
You can't sustain that. Yeah. But I was saying that like it. Going around cameras and putting it on social media, like him and Fabudi. I don't even like Fabudi's content, but I can say that he was one of the first, like 08.
Like as much as we don't like the guy has gotten a follow. He's put in the work.
Yeah, but I don't like how he got his following. I don't like
his content isn't for me.
Yeah.
Well, he's been doing this
Congo Boy TV's content wasn't for me. You saw the tweet; it was embarrassing. That content was embarrassing. Even seeing them yesterday, I was just kind of like cringing. But then
I think he's kept at that character for like 7 years down there. Like.
But I agree. Yeah. It's just a hard character to maintain for you if you're always trying to find the controversy and things.
Because he's had to resort to hating.
Exactly.
If you listen to the podcast, he was just hating on everybody. I found it. I'm not trying to sound bullshit. I found it entertaining. I'm like, this guy is a professional hater. Like the underlying thing is he has to keep up with that caricature. Like,
exactly.
And being controversial.
And that's what even like stuff like the Breakfast Club
Piers
popped
Morgans, the Charlemagne's.
It popped off, and then even Charlemagne's like, I couldn't keep that up. He said I had a fear of becoming a caricature of myself because people expect the explicit or the, and that's why
Piers Morgan makes money off running his mouth.
Facts.
So does Kenny Hopkins.
To make money.
Facts.
So does Graham Souness.
That's the best way to make money.
So does Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. So does Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Like Conor could lose 5 fights and his mouth would get back into a $5 million fight.
That's the only reason.
But doing it that way, like I keep saying about TV, maybe because if it's like Conor, you can see if it's his natural character to be that way and to be in the hate or the controversy. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what Conor Boy does. I couldn't. I'll get tired.
You know who he backfired on? Adrian Broner.
Yeah, because he was shit. Yeah. You have to win.
He has Floyd level confidence, but he doesn't have Floyd level ability.
Yeah, because once you win, nobody can chat. Like once you win, nobody can chat. Unless you're like a mad celebrity like Conor.
My guy said, I'm gonna beat your ass on God and them. I don't know who his name is. And he got his ass beat.
But no, like perfect. Like, but the content was good. It's good to see, like they say, what is it? The rising tide brings up all ships or whatever.
That's the whitest thing you've said.
Yeah, I heard it from Ariel Wani. So if it's like a tide is rising, all the boats will lift. So if one Irish content creator is like pushing in work and everybody's like engaging and following him, it's only good for everybody else that's trying to do content because you're bringing in eyes into the content. So I do enjoy the production. It was just mad seeing Congo Boy TV back again. So is that it?
Yeah, man.
I think we wrap up there.
That's an hour and a half, bro.
Yeah. An hour and a half?
That's 3.5 hours I've been talking this week, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And if you made it to the end of the pod, you've been blessed with the highest level of analysis.
We already know.